Welcome to the Weekend Live Show.
508 is where I'm from.
We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'.
Apache Junction, Canton, Worcester, Long Island, Manchard, South Florida, Webster, Malden, Framingham, Tucson, Billerica, Salem, Gloucester, Moosop, Connecticut, Charleston, South Carolina, Roslindale, Moosop, Connecticut, London, Hanson, Glendale, Arizona, Lynn, Mapleville, Quincy.
Food stands, leave your clothes, buddy, and
hey, you a funny ass guy, man.
Have you ever heard of Turtleboy? Yeah? Are you a fan?
508 is where I'm from.
Hey, what's up?
508 is where I'm from.
How was that?
You a freaking idiot. Stop telling people that I'm mentally deranged and stupid.
Call me Aidan. He's more a doctor, but...
Get out of my store, please.
You're a fucking loser.
You are a loser.
You're not a journalist. You're nobody.
You're not turtle hair. Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
NFL on the house, log out.
Let's get this party started.
And I will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. And we will continue on our journey for justice for John O'Keefe and for Karen Read.
Tick, tick, boom. Noise. Go, baby, we bringing out toys. Boys, chop up the fingers, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets.
Karen Read has supporters who've shown up in large numbers.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I don't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's gonna be quiet. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
This is the first time I think I've ever seen this. An outpouring of support for someone accused of murdering a Boston police officer. Unbelievable situation. Never seen anything like it.
Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go time.
Tick, tick, boom.
What's up, Turtle Riders? How's everyone doing out there tonight? Good, good, excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host. My name's Aidan Kearney, if you're new here. Some people call me Clarence Woods Emerson. Others call me Uncle Turtleboy, although I prefer to be called Doctor, because if Jill Biden's a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor. That's also my Twitter handle. Follow me on there. I am at Dr. Turtleboy, DOCTOR Turtleboy. Help us get to, I think we're closing in on 55,000 followers on there, which is cool because I was banned from there for a long time. Others call Daddy was a thing that started a while ago, not in a sexual way. It was actually started as a way as like I was being like the parent and getting everyone else to calm the fuck down and just behave a little bit. And then it turned into a sexual thing along the way. And then one person ruined that. And I don't know if Daddy's dead now. I don't know. But I don't care what you call me. Just come here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. I realize it's not Saturday night right now. We had an issue with the computer yesterday. My computer screen broke like 30 minutes before the show. I couldn't get a new one in time. I'm on a borrowed computer right now. My computer's in the shop getting fixed. They'll be back on like Thursday. So we'll be good. I went down to the Anybody else I went to a high school basketball game today. My high school, my alma mater, Worcester South High School, the girls played in the state championship game. They lost to Medfield, of all places. They lost to Medfield. Traumatizing. And but at least they made it. They did a good job. And then the North High boys, the Worcester North High boys, very exciting game with Franklin. Very exciting game with Franklin, and who was very good. They were winning. Franklin was winning by 12 in the third quarter before North High came back. So it was fun. It was fun. So anyway, just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night, and we'll be good. If you really like Turtleboy, you can also join Turtle Club for $15 a month. You get access to the ad-free that nobody else gets. You also get ad-free on the website, so you don't get those annoying hot Asian women in your area thing, or you also get access to the Thursday night stream that no one else gets on Turtle Club. And we had a really good stream the other night. We listened to the Krusty Panties audio in court and heard some other stuff. I'm still waiting on the Mello audio from the other day, because if you weren't in court that day, you can't understand it. You can't understand how freaking hilarious it was. And we're going to relive some of that tonight, though. We're going to go over Fall River. Luckily, Fall River reporter Jessica Machado was there live tweeting everything. So it was all very accurate. And you'll notice I see 3,700 people watching right now. How many we got on YouTube? Let's see. Right now on YouTube, we got 2.6 thousand watching on YouTube. So you're like, where are all these other people? Well, for the first time, we are streaming on Twitter, X, as you'll know it. As some people call it. It'll always be Twitter to me. We should be on Twitter. There's 1,000 people watching on Twitter right now. So this is cool. Finally, Twitter got a live option. They really needed that option. And look at that, because you guys probably see 2,600 on YouTube right now. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I see 2,700 on YouTube, but I see on my end, I see 3,900. So that means I got about 1,200 over on Twitter too. So you can watch, but I don't know if Twitter has a live comment thing, so it's not as good. So you can just watch on Twitter. The only person that has replied on Twitter is at Valerie233056 with the comment pussy in bio. I don't know if that's a real Valerie. I'm not sure about that. It just says pussy in bio. So don't count on that. Okay. Don't count on that. But anyway, guys, yeah. So let's get started. So anyway, if you're new here, if you'd like to donate to the program, you can't do the super chat because they took that away from me about a couple of years ago because I had the wrong opinion on President Joe Biden's vaccine mandate. Doesn't look like he's going to be the president for that much longer. But either way, I turned out to be right about that. I had the wrong opinion about that at the time. And they took away my ability for you to give me money somehow. You just can't give me your money. So it's no biggie. So we built our own turtle chat. Oh, and happy birthday to LTL. Did you guys know LTL? I found this out today. Brian LTL is 46. No, I'm like, no, he's not. I thought he was like 32. I mean, perfectly honest with you. I thought I still think they're kidding around. He's not 46 years old. Somebody told me he's 46. That dude is not 46 years old. That dude's like 32, 33 tops. And I'm not doing that to kiss his ass and say he looks young. There's no way that guy's 46. But whatever. Good for him. Either way, shout out to Brian. Now, I want to address this, okay? Because I saw a couple of people in comments saying, Brian's a grifter. No, he's not. What are you talking about? Brian LTL did more to raise money while I was gone for me, for my legal defense fund when I was gone than anyone. People say, well, he used your platform to promote himself. Good. So fucking what? So what? He used it to promote me. I'm just happy to have content hosted on my channel while I was in jail. So he does a great job. He's like a really nice guy. So shout out to 46-year-old Brian. Apparently, I thought he was like 32. But he's definitely not a grifter. And neither is the Glare. About those two guys, and Dave McGrath, also a great guy. Those guys all did their own things prior to me. That's what I liked about them, is they were already established prior to. I don't like when people use me, that come on in, like they have no following, like Krusty Panties. That's what she did. She was an absolute nobody. And And same with Brett, like all these losers. Like they would come over here and nobody followed them. And they come on and they'd write for Turtleboy or they'd work for Turtleboy. And then they'd kind of gain their own following. And then they'd be like sabotaging it from the inside a little bit. And then just go off and be like, oh, I'm hot shit now. Bitch, you're nothing without you used me. Like you're nothing. You didn't build this. You know, those guys, the Glairer existed before me. Brian LTL had thousands of followers before me. They've been doing content not related to Karen Read prior to my arrival. So that's not the same thing as being a grifter. You know, oh, Melanie Little, the best. Melanie Little's fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. And I'm not even going to get into the Sean stuff tonight. I said everything I need to say about that last night. It's over. It's done. All I'm going to say is that if you think what just happened, lose the screen. Okay. If you think that I'm some sort of FBI agent or like FBI informant and that I flipped in jail, okay, I don't know if he believes that. I don't know. I certainly hope he doesn't. If he actually believes that, he is completely bonkers. Just bonkers. I hope he's not lying. I mean, that'd be even weirder if he was just lying about that and coming up with a reason not to. But like, if you actually believe that I went to jail for 60 days, I could have gotten out whenever I wanted to if I just pled to some shit. And the idea that I somehow made a deal, and this was brought up last night, and it was just so freaking asinine. The idea that I somehow, like I was approached by Bukkake and whoever else, Tully, okay, and they said, you know, you need to give us McDonough or else we're going to fucking throw you in for 120 more days. Like fucking insane. Absolutely. You need serious psychological help if you believe it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So no, I'm not an FBI informant. No, I didn't flip. Okay. It's freaking stupid. I am not a George Soros funded whatever. Okay. That's it. That's it. So there we go. That's all I'm saying. All right. Anyway, so let's, if you guys want to donate to the program, you can't do the super chat function. So you got to click at the link at the top for something called Turtle Chat. We just built our own program. You click at the link, you donate whatever amount of money that you want, and then you get to write a message. And I'll read your message out loud to the class. Okay. Or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy, and we can do it that way. So let me start off by reading. We got a couple turtle chats here. I got one the other day from Name. They sent a Dono, but I missed them. So thank you for that. Don't Name. Let's see. Also yesterday, I got a couple turtle chats yesterday during my brief stream here, and I didn't get to read them off. So let me read some off here. Audrey sent $10 and says, "Hey doctor, so happy you're free to do your live tonight." Oops. Thank you for all you do for our First Amendment rights. You're amazing and such an inspiration. Oh, you're too sweet, Audrey. Thank you very much. Amy sends $10 and says, "Hey, Aidan, so proud of you. Keep private." Okay. Okay. All right. I'll do that. Okay. Next, Nicholas sends $10. Okay. So Nick, I think this is Nicholas Fiorillo has sent me $10. It's all caps. Turtle Boy, stop burying yourself with the truth. Everyone knows you're bought and paid for by Soros, Thomas O'Neill, media disinformation hitman, threatening you would see it that Soros would back a DA to run against DA Morrissey. Rollins is a joke, just like you, corrupted jailbird. Okay. Let's give that guy a platform. Thank you. Deanna sends $25, says, "What a great day in Canton today in support of Jen and Rita. Change is coming. I could not be more proud of the movement and the ones who have created it. Let freedom ring." Yeah, they had a big standout yesterday for Rita. Jen, Trish, all three of them are running for office. If you're a registered voter in Canton, I believe we have like 2 more weeks. I want to say 2 more weeks until the election. So make sure you vote for Rita, Trish, and for school committee Jennifer. All right, they all need your votes. We need change in Canton. This is how it's done. We did it once at the Canton town meeting. Let's do it again at the polls. Let's get rid of these old fogies, these guys that just pass the buck and think everything is fine and everything's good in Canton and there's no problems here with the police and everything's dandy. And yeah, sometimes, cops get murdered and thrown on lawns and innocent women get framed for murder. But besides that, things are going great here. Things are going great in Canton. Okay, cool. All right, next up. We got Nicholas. Oh God. It's another all caps thing from Nick Fiorella about Soros, Obama, and the deep state. Okay, I'm not even reading that. Thank you for your money. Oh, another one from Nicholas, all caps. Said, this guy's really well. This guy's really mentally well, guys. We should give this guy a platform. Okay, something about the deep state. I'm in Worcester. Soros, I see there. Corruption. More cash, Soros. Okay, cool. Thank you, Nicholas. Sam Molina sends $30 and says, shout out to Courtney on Twitter, who shared with me your freestyle victory rap. My tummy hasn't hurt that much from laughing in a while. I've shared it with people who don't know either of you, and they liked it too. Was that the Krusty Panties one? Because that was probably one of my greatest freestyle raps, I have to say, to be perfectly honest with you. Thank you. Next up, Lisa sends $10, says, thank you for being a beacon of truth, your favorite librarian. Oh, I love Lisa Desmond, the Christmas tree lady, who I met in person. I met her in person on the 26th, in between court hearings, when we got charges dropped in Dedham District, and then we had the Karen Read hearing that I got kicked out of later on in the afternoon. Jessica sends $10, no comment. Thank you, Jessica. And do we have any cash apps here? Let's see. I don't want to miss any cash apps. Let's see. I don't know when these are from. So this is $20 from Kerry Gabriel. Hold on. I got to turn my notifications on. This is the problem. Notifications. Okay. All right. Kerry sends $20 with a comment. Thanks for giving Karen a voice. Oh, my pleasure. Shannon sends $5. No comment. Thank you. Jeffrey sends $15 and says, my daughter Tiffany loves you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. You're very welcome. Tell Tiffany I said hello, Jeffrey. Jane sends $20 and says, we are staying laser focused. # free Karen Read. Thank you, Jane. Justin sends $5. Says, I've never seen your stream so clean and clear. Yeah, dude. So I got this. It's dope. So I just moved into this new place, and the landlord is like the homeowner, rather, it's a house, is like a big tech guy. And one of the first things I said when moving in was like, it's weird when you try to rent a place and you're like Turtleboy and you're in the news and you got a whole bunch of felonies and shit. And you're like, oh man, I hope these people don't read the news, or I hope they understand the truth. Like this could, it sucks explaining all these felonies, because they always ask you, do you have any convictions? No, but I got a whole bunch of charges. I got a whole bunch. I don't even know how many charges I got. I've lost count. They just added another one to the pile the other day. Just threw it on there. So it's like the Wi-Fi here is fantastic, though. It's fantastic. It's like I got a new life, man. I'm really happy. I'm really happy right now. Like the first 20 days out of jail was not fun. It didn't feel like I was out of jail. It felt like I was just going back to jail. And I'm like, I'm going to enjoy this 20 days. They're going to send me right back to the can. But it was just such a great victory in court, man. A great victory. Oh, so awesome to take down those douchebags. Okay. So I don't know where I was going with that, but thank you. So thank you, Justin. Let's see. Caitlin sends, or who is that? Justin. JB sends $5, says, when are we getting the full dash cam video? I don't know anything about any dash cam videos. I don't know, JB. I don't know anything about any dash cam videos. But, and by the way, shout out to the Rumble Rat. Right. Shout out to the Rumble Rats over there. How many we got over there? We got 176 Rumble Rats. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I don't know anything about any dash cam videos, but I will say this. If dash cam video does exist from the Canton Police Department, I bet it shows Jennifer McCabe acting very suspicious and, not really seeming to give a shit about John O'Keefe at all. And Karen Read showing like authentic, terror, sadness, surprise, shock. Whereas Jennifer McCabe is more interested in speaking to every officer that arrives as quickly as possible. I'm just saying. I don't know that because I don't know anything about any dash cam video. I never heard of it. Does it even exist? I don't even know. Where would I get that from? I don't even know. Certainly I would have shared it by now if I had it. So I can't really comment on that. But I bet if it exists, it's going to come out in court. And I bet it's going to be something like that. You watch out. Okay. So thank you. Let's see who else we got here. Let's see tonight. Who else did these tonight? John Robinson sent 25 last night. Says thanks for the hard work. You're welcome, John. Tammy sent $10 and says for the free Karen Read movement gets bigger every day. You're absolutely right about that. And Shannon McMahon sends, where is the press of the MDDA and where has he been? Okay. Thank you very much, Shannon. All right. And, oh, by the way, so I saw the Nick Rocco thing in the comments. Nick wanted me to remind people tonight. Okay. Let's see. Yes. If Brian LTL texted me, he says he is 46. Hold on one sec. My lawyer's texting me. He forgets to do my show on Saturday nights. Oh no, it's Sunday night. Okay. All right. I sound like I'm in a cave, Suzanne says. Okay. Anyway, I think we had a couple more donos here. Let's read these and then we'll get started. Scott sends $10, says, I realize I'm a 1%er in my beliefs of vast corruption, but I refuse to go down that road now. Free Karen Read, free Turtleboy, justice for John O'Keefe. Thank you, Scott. Resistant to Silence sends $10 and says, we are behind you 100%. The ball is rolling. Everyone check out the justice page for the growing list of standouts. It is remarkable the amount of standouts that are happening in Massachusetts right now. The Karen Read, free Karen Read movement right now is hot, man. It is just like growing by the day. It's getting crazier right now, simply because of the FBI stuff that came out in court on Tuesday. And, just, I don't know. And we're going to go over we're going to mock some people tonight about how ridiculous it is that anyone is still putting up a fight about this. Just ridiculous. And it's been a great week, guys. It has been a fantastic week here at Turtleboy Industries, and we're going to hit on all that tonight. So thank you very much, Resistant to Silence. Suzanne sends $50, says, how does it feel to know that you have started a movement, helped save the woman's life, and cleaned up a town? I speak for all riders when I say that we are proud of you all. Thank you, Suzanne. I don't feel like I've helped save a woman's life. I mean, I think that's, I can't take credit for that. I definitely have started a movement. I can take credit for that. Like, I can firmly say that there would not be people outside the courthouses, standouts everywhere, had I not done what I did. But I did not save Karen Read's life. Karen Read saved Karen Read's life. And the FBI saved Karen Read's life. And our lawyers saved Karen Read's life. I have certainly probably helped with Karen Read's morale. Like, I would assume. Again, I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I'm assuming that, like, she feels a lot better when she goes into court and there's all these, you see her father coming up and down the stairs and shaking hands with people and stuff. Like, it's so nice to see. It's so nice. It's so touching. Imagine that's your daughter and you go to all these strangers are out there for your daughter. I feel the same way every time I see somebody holding a free Turtleboy sign and I don't know them. And I'm like, man, I don't even know you. And you're out here holding a sign for me. Like, that's so not, like, it's just so, it's amazing. So, I think maybe I've helped a little bit here and there, but I don't think I've saved a life, but I think I've helped her mentally, I guess, emotionally, let's just say, to have all this support. So anyway, if anybody else wants to donate, you can click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy and put whatever comment you want, and I'll read it out loud to the class. Okay. So let's get this started, shall we? Where do I want to begin tonight? I want to begin by talking about what happened in court the other day by reading some tweets. Okay. And by the way, I'm like looking at this. I see there are 6,500 people watching now. This is officially the biggest episode we've ever had. And it just keeps going up. On YouTube, we have, how many? 3,500. It's because of Twitter. Like, Twitter's crazy, man. Like, how many people are watching on Twitter right now? This is wild. There are 3,000 people watching on Twitter, dude. This is wild. And there's 176 Rumble Rats, including Jay Weedy, who just donated $10 and says, I wonder why the McAlberts didn't all show up smiling at the last court date with their buttons. Oh, yeah, I do. I think they'll be keeping their lying asses at home from now on. Did they, though? And I do want to say this. I saw some people in the comments today on the Justice page saying that, like, oh, John's poor mother, and it's his, she's being lied to. I feel so bad for her. You guys got to stop with that shit, man. You guys got to stop with that. Stop it. I've said, like, I don't care if this makes me sound like the villain. I haven't cared since day one, right? This is their freaking son, and they're putting in no effort into finding the. You know where Peggy O'Keefe went after the hearing in which she heard that the FBI concluded that Jennifer McCabe searched How Long to Die in Cold at 227. Do you know where she went? She went to Jennifer McCabe's house. She went there. She didn't make. Nobody has a gun to her head. Why are we infantilizing Paul and Peggy O'Keefe like they're incapable of independent thought? Like the facts aren't all right in front of their face about what happened to their son and their brother. And do we know why, though? Some people are like, oh, maybe she went there to confront Jen. Oh, God, you guys got to stop that shit. She didn't go there to confront Jen. She went there because Jen's her friend. She went there because she's like, Jen, tell me the lie. Tell me the lie I need to believe now. She wants to believe Jen. She wants to. She is making a choice to do that. She assumes that everything Alan Jackson says is a lie. So she hears things in court that are very troubling. But instead of thinking for herself, she's like, no, it has to be Karen Read. Karen Read has to be the bad guy. This is how I feel, John. The sympathy has limits. Those limits were exceeded a while ago. Like, it's your family. If this were my family, I would not just be like, well, I hate Karen Read so much. I don't give a shit about the truth. No, she wants Karen Read to have done this because she's going to look very stupid if Karen Read is innocent. So she's just dying. She would rather Karen Read, be found guilty for this, even if Karen Read didn't do it, just so she doesn't look stupid. That's what she cares about at this point. She doesn't care about justice for her son. She cares about saving face. That's all this is. She's going to look really stupid for spending Peggy's Angels. How stupid is she going to feel after the end of this? And she came up right up to me at the end and gave me the finger and then yelled to me, where's Lindsay? Man, oh, this is a joke to you, huh? Like, this is a joke. This is your son's murder trial. And you're talking about, and you're here roasting Turtleboy, bringing ex-girlfriends, like, in where's Lindsay? What? This is what you're concerned about right now, Peggy? Like, shame on you. Shame on you. Like John said, it's expired. It's expired. Like, sorry, the sympathy card expired a long time ago. Yeah, you guys didn't hear that in the video? That's what she said to me. She goes, I went right up to Paul, and I'm like, because Paul walked in with her, the human shield. And I'm like, do you think domestic violence is a joke, Paul? Like, is this a joke to you? And he's like, oh, you're not good orange, blah, blah, blah. And then his mother comes over, gives me the finger, and then walks away, and she goes, where's Lindsay? Oh, that's what you're concerned about, huh, Peggy? Not justice for your son, right? Not like some of the crazy shit that you just heard in there. Let's roast Turtleboy. Let's have a good time. This is a joke to you. Oh, you guys didn't see the picture? I thought everybody saw that picture. Yeah, dude, she gave me the finger. Like, it was wild. I'll show you. If you guys didn't see this. I thought you guys all saw this. You guys never saw that. Well, I guess we'll have to show it now. All right. This picture was actually brought up in court filings. I was charged. They wanted to charge me with violation of a harassment prevention order for using unflattering pictures. I swear to God, that was put in the court filings. Okay. Where is the audit? Where is it? Okay, here it is. Check this out. Wait, how do I make this bigger? Wait.
Paul, do you have any shame at all doing something like that?
Hey, look what's up.
You think domestic violence is funny? Do you?
Orange looks
Do
better
you?
on you.
Do you think domestic violence is funny? Do you? Yes or no? You are a disgrace to your brother, dude. A disgrace.
Look at her. There she is.
You are a disgrace.
You see that? Look at this.
You
Look at her.
are a disgrace to your brother, dude. A disgrace.
Look at her. She's so mad.
You are.
Look at her.
You are a disgrace. I'll see whatever I want.
You heard that? Listen to that.
Show it up for the want. Disgrace. I'll see whatever I want.
Look at her.
Disgrace. I'll see whatever I want. Disgrace. I'll see whatever I want.
It's a big joke to her. Like, this is a big joke. It's her son's murder trial, and it's a big joke. So I'm sorry, but pardon me. The sympathy train ended a long time ago with that one. It really did. Because this woman does not give a shit about justice for her son. And just because something tragic happened to you doesn't mean you're necessarily a good person. Sorry, just not how it is. Okay. That was not the mother bumping into me. That was like one of the other. That was Aaron O'Keefe's mother that did that. Aaron O'Keefe's mother did that. But anyway, yeah, like that's what I mean. Like that's what it comes down to. This is about truth and justice for their son, and that's what they're focusing on. Disgusting. But anyway, where was I? Oh, we were going to talk about the Twitter posts. My day in court the other day. So let's read some of Jess Machado's tweets over on Fall River Raw. Let's see. Fall River Reporter. Not Raw. Fall River Raw Dog. Okay. And Jess did do a great job. She's much better than Grant. I'll tell you that much. Not that that's setting the bar high or anything like that, but okay. So let's see. All right, man, look at all these live viewers. Whew. We got almost 4,000 people watching on Twitter right now. That's wild. Okay. What is Spectre Report is in the comments and has the Mello audio. He said he can upload it to YouTube now. How did he get the Mello audio? Yeah, upload it, dude. If you can do that. And can we listen to it? We got to listen to that. All right. All right. So let's read her tweets. All right. So last time he was here, he's behind blah, blah, blah. His team is outside. Good crowd of supporters in there. All right. Love it. Nice to see. I have nothing but bad things, bad experiences in this courtroom. And all right, so it says here, Mello is not here yet. Okay. So like the whole Mello, like, all right, so I got to get the Mello tape. I got to go to the Galeras channel. All right. I was watching that. All right. I watched this too many times. All right. Live. All right, the glare cracks me up.
The investigation's still ongoing. That's why we haven't heard any.
There we go. So this is how Mello rolls up to court. Oh no, he put music on. Hold on. I just want to see the regular roll up to court. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Super chat. All right. Oh, here we go.
He's here.
What's he driving?
About time.
He's not driving at all.
Oh, yeah.
8,000 people are watching.
Holy Jesus. Hold on. Listen. Okay.
Look at him.
First of all, Peggy, holy crap. 50 memberships, Peggy.
Oh,
my God.
Oh, dude. How he just emerges like that. Like,
no, I'm not reading those off.
The fact that this dude doesn't drive is just another awesome part about him that I didn't know. That this is the guy that they've tasked with taking me down. He can't drive. He doesn't drive. He's a 50-whatever-year-old man who can't drive. He has to get dropped off by someone. And we got a video of his ass getting picked up too. Picked up. Like, dude, this is wild. So just look at him. He doesn't walk. He waddles. He just shows up whenever he feels like it.
But that is extremely, extremely generous. And I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much, Peggy. Appreciate it. Congrats to all of you 50.
Oh, killing me. All right.
Just, I mean, he's
Look at him.
showing up
sex
an hour and 15 minutes late. Like he's just fucking the shit. You know?
Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes late he showed up.
He's showing up here like
empty-handed. No, nothing in his hands. Nothing. Like, this is wild. Where'd he go? Oh, he's doing the music. Oh, he's doing the music part. Hold on. All right. Look at Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Look at him. This music is just too much.
Now,
can we just? All right. As funny as this is, can we just watch him walk in?
I see a little something.
All right, here we go. Here's the actual walk. I just want to watch.
Okay, now.
Here we go.
Let's watch this for the actual, like, how it really is. I gotta hear what Tom's saying here.
His bedhead. Your minion's here.
How you doing today, sir?
Right away. It's hey, your minions are here. Your minions. That's what the guy who comes dressed. I don't even know that guy's name. He's a regular though. I love that guy, the minion guy. He comes dressed as a minion every time. Holy shit, we have 8,000 fucking live viewers right now. This is wild. But the guy goes, your minions are here. And then Tom goes, how are you? Good morning. How are you today, sir? He asks him like all serious. And just watch, Mello gives like no reaction. He's like, how are you today, sir?
Hey,
Gravy. Hey, your minions here.
How you doing today, sir?
Just come in when you want, huh?
Yo,
just come in when you want, you know? It's this what? Like, how is this real? Just come in when you want, you know? Just like whatever you feel like it. Yeah, it's just like you're trying to send me to jail for 120 days. That was their plan coming into this. Send me to jail for 120 days and just show up whenever you feel like it. It's like a huge day for me, obviously. Nerve-wracking. And this dude's just like has not been returning any emails, still hasn't given us all the grand jury testimony. We haven't gotten Colin Albert's grand jury testimony, Jennifer McCabe's grand jury testimony, all the shit that got us indicted. None of it. He just doesn't give it over. Just doesn't return emails. And he just shows up. Some guy in a red truck comes and drops him off. It's just like, whatever. Fucking 10:15. Just show up whenever you feel like it. It's not like it's important or anything.
Clowns, bro. I love it.
Listen to this. The lady that yells it. Look at this bit. Can't even hustle.
Holy shit.
Are you okay, Mr. Mello? Are you okay, Mr. Mello? It's just like they're very concerned. You can't say the Turtle Riders are like rude or anything like that. Like that was nice commentary. Like, let's be honest. Walks in there, and it's just like, your minions are here. It's just like we're making light of it. Tom asks him very politely, "How you doing today, sir? How you doing, sir?" Just come whenever you feel like it, you know. And then the lady asks, "Are you okay, Mr. Mello?" Are you okay, sir? We're very concerned about his safety. Look at him.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
It's a very exciting day.
It's a very exciting day.
Y'all are gonna be my ticket to hell just for laughing at this shit.
All right.
Okay.
I guess we can carry on now.
I guess we can carry on now.
Like thinks these people, they're not. Listen, let's get serious for a second.
The people outside of court are the best. You guys are the best. Two of these guys, three of them actually, were at Leominster for the Krusty Panties thing, man. Like, you can't stop these people. They're everywhere now. I could just disappear. This thing will go on like nothing happened. Like I was never around. Like it will keep going. The momentum's there. You can't stop it now. So anyway, let's go back to Jess's tweets on Fall River Reporter. Okay. All right. So where'd they go? Ken Mello is not here yet. Further call. Okay. Then I'm up there and let's see. Judge left the courtroom. No sign of Mello. 9:30. Everyone's just waiting around. Court is back in session. All right. More cases. No sign of Ken Mello yet. I've stepped out. Kearney and Bradle have been sitting on the bench. Blah blah blah. They don't know where Mello is. How long this can be held. And he said, if Mello does not show, there are other members of the Commonwealth that can present the case. Mello is here. Okay. And then Mello finally arrives. I don't know where he got the briefcase from, because as you guys saw, he walked in completely empty-handed. Like he walked in empty-handed, but then he walks in with the briefcase. So I don't know where that came from. If it was a handoff, if whatever, but he's got one. Okay. So he comes in. I don't know what's in the briefcase, probably like Ritz crackers or something. And more replies. I think there's more, right? Where'd they all go? Where'd the rest of the tweets go? Hold on. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're now moving to Bradle's. Is this like separated, these tweets? Okay. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. All right. So next one says, when does Mello walk in? All right. Mello's here. Court's in session. Kearney's here. We go. Charged with one count of violation of an HPO. Mello has submitted 2 arraignment motions. He wants him arraigned now. Pretrial detention motion being presented by Mello. So we get into court, and all of a sudden he's got this plan. He wants to continue it for 3 days, which means that like I get locked up for 3 days. This is what a dickhead this guy is. He was unprepared. So he wanted 3 days to go over all the evidence that we brought with us. And, you know, basically that I'd be sitting in a jail cell for 3 days until Mello got this shit going on. Not going to happen. Luckily, the judge said, no, we're going to do this now. So he's speaking to the motion. He's giving police reports to the judge. He said Kearney was across the street from Superior Court at the Karen Read hearing, and it was within 100 yards of the victim. First of all, it's not a victim, okay? It is a liar, and everybody knows that. And when she walked into that courtroom, I walked out immediately. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to be told to get up. I just got up. And Chris Albert says to me on the way out, "Oh, that's a bitch, huh?" It's real funny to Chris Albert. So I walk out of the courthouse and I ask Officer Crump, who's in the crosswalk, is it sufficient if I go over there to the Registry of Deeds? Is that 100 yards? A woman in there has an order on me. I have to be 100 yards away from her. Is that sufficient over there? And he said, yes, go over there. And it was. Like when you're standing at the far end of the Registry of Deeds or at the entrance of it, to walk across the street and then walk into the courtroom, you got to go up a flight of stairs and then around. Like that's 100 yards easily. So I move 100 yards away. If that person enters back into my 100-yard radius, unbeknownst to me, that's not on me. I didn't know. Like, it's like saying if I went to the TD Garden, right, and I'm 100 yards away from her, and I don't know it because there's thousands of people there. I don't know. There was a packed, you know what I mean? There was a packed court. Like, there was hundreds of people there. There's a sea of people. I don't know who's who. I can't keep an eye on every person where they're at. And the hearing ended in like 10 minutes. I barely had time to even get out of there, even if I wanted to. So I have a right to be outside. I moved away. If I see her again, I'll leave. I don't want to be anywhere near this person. Are you okay, Mr. Mello? So that's a lie. For whatever reason, Kearney had to be there. He was aware of the order and he remained in the order. For whatever reason, I had to be there. I cover the Karen Read case for a living. Judge is asking about probable cause. He did not make any attempt to go beyond the 100 yards. Police report states he was within 100 yards. Mello is saying he received videos from Breda last night at 6 p.m. and he needs time to review because he can't work past 6 p.m. Judge is asking if Mello can review now and come back this afternoon. Mello said he needs more time. Right. I know the next request is to lock up Mr. Kearney for 3 days while Mr. Mello reviews videos. We're contesting the probable cause. The judge is asking for clarification about the police report. Okay. Bradel says if this has been basically we wanted to I have a right to a clerk magistrate's hearing to determine probable cause. But some clerk magistrate over there just checks off a box and says probable cause found. Didn't hear any of our evidence or anything. They just took this woman's word for it, and that was good enough for probable cause. Right? Holy shit, we got 5,100 people watching this on Twitter right now. That's wild. Damn. 8,800 people. We might hit 10,000 tonight. This is wild. Anyway, Bradel is saying if it had been a magistrate, this might have been moved here. But we thought about it too. I didn't really care if I was charged, to be honest with you. I just didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want my bail revoked. I don't care about an extra stupid charge. It doesn't mean anything to me. We're going to beat it. We'll be fine. I just don't want to go to jail. I don't care about all these charges. None of these charges mean a goddamn thing to me. None of them. Like literally nothing. I'm not the least bit worried about any of these charges. The only thing that can put me in jail is bail revocation. That's it. That's it. I'm never going to be convicted. I would bet my life on it. I'm never going to be convicted of any of these crimes ever. If I thought there was any chance, you would know. You would feel you might have felt some fear for me for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I was in genuine fear of going to jail on a bail revocation. I'm not in any fear whatsoever of being convicted. I can't wait for court. I love going to court. I love being right. I love what we're doing here, fighting for the First Amendment. I'm not the least bit worried about this shit because we have the truth on our side. We have the Constitution on our side, and we're going to win. And I know I'm not worried about this stupid charge because I wasn't within 100 yards of her. And she made up a lie that I yelled at her. She could have just said, oh, he was within 100 yards of me. But she knew that wouldn't get me. That doesn't sound bad enough. So she had to make up a lie that I yelled, liar, because that sounds much worse. Like that makes you sound more aggressive if you say that. So I didn't, so that's why she said that. So she lied. And Ken Mello has no problem. He's such a piece of shit. He has no problem just going. He knows this woman's lying about everything. He's well aware of that. They all are. They're fucking scumbags, all these people. Anyway, so let's get back to this. So they want to let's see. The judge was going to, let's see, Kearney and his team are gathering out. So basically, the judge is like, he's going to review the police report for probable cause. And I knew he was going to find it because the bar for probable cause is so low. Basically, the police, Judge Pomerol loves police reports. So if the police say something happened, he just believes it. That's generally how he works, which worked out well for us because we had not one, but 2 cops testifying on our behalf for this. 2 cops. Mello seems unwell. He was holding himself up and apologized to the judge for leaning while speaking. Okay. Mello has moved to an empty courtroom down the hall with the state trooper. Bradel mentioned while in front of the judge, he has 2 police officers here regarding the day in question. I have seen these 2 officers here in the courtroom. The courtroom was empty. There are no other cases, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she post that. All right. Kearney's in the courtroom, as is Bradel. There we are, working with the legal defense team, going over documents, serious stuff. This is when, so we got dumped on us like 85 pages of shit. Like, you should have seen what was in these documents. I don't even know if we still have them. It was all crusty panties that printed out. Like, so when on our way out of court, when they were coming out of court, I didn't even see them. I was standing across the street, like far away from them. And I was like up against the wall behind the bushes, just like getting away from them. And, they've got this whole, when they were coming out, Megan McCabe, the fat one, she was holding a phone up and she was just kind of scanning the crowd. And it must have caught me like over there standing, doing nothing. But they didn't submit the video as evidence to the police or to the court because they know that if they submitted the video, then they wouldn't hear me yelling, liar. So that's false. That never happened. She filed a false police report, which is a crime. So I went to the Dedham Police Department a week before this, and I filed a report against her for filing a false police report. She then found out about that because the cops had to call her and ask about it, and then she changed her story. Then it was no longer he yelled at me. It was, I heard somebody yelling at me, but I'm not sure if it was him. Interesting how that happens. Interesting. And again, Mello has no problem. Again, you see why I'm not afraid of court now. You see why. I can't wait for court. I can't wait to get these people. I cannot stand liars. Can't stand liars. And I have a great attorney who is going to get these people on the stand and get them to do what they do best. Lie. So she wrote out like this 85-page document with her and Krusty Panties. It was double production. And this thing that I'm showing, my friends in court here, includes all these screenshots from Megan McCabe's phone of me and like the grassy knoll, but it doesn't show where she is. And it's like, okay. And it doesn't show that nobody noticed me. None of them noticed me. She filed the report 5 hours later because they went and watched the video and they saw me in the grassy knoll and they're like, oh, that's within 100 yards. We got him. But they didn't even know I was there. And I didn't know they were there. So this is not a restraining order violation. This is something called incidental contact. And there's a provision in it specifically. I just got the funniest picture of Mello. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to this. And what else was in this document? There was also like screenshots of text messages between her and I in like early November. So look I was during the whole fake whatever pregnancy thing and she like fucking with my head and all that stuff. Like I was and the Judge Krupp thing, when Judge Krupp smacked me down and like told me I was not a journalist, I was like, the fuck? That was a bad day in court. Like, this guy's an asshole. And so I was texting her and I was saying like, oh, I'm going to lose this. I was really depressed. I was like, that's the first day I thought I might actually lose this. I'm not worried about that anymore. And I said something like, I wish I could just disappear. I wish I could just get in my car and go somewhere and just never be seen again. You ever have that feeling when things are sucking? Like you have this fake baby this fake baby's coming and you're like, how am I going to tell these kids? How are we going to tell my kids about their fake brother or sister? And what are we going to do? And what the fuck is going to happen to me? And, oh yeah, this thing's not going well in court, and you're just like overcome with emotion, and you're just like, I wish I could just disappear. Okay. Mental health shit. So what did she do? She screenshotted those and submitted them to the court for evidence that I was a flight risk. That's what she submitted those to court for evidence that I'm a flight risk to try to get me back in jail. I mean, that's how demented these people are. They also had a tweet from like a year ago in which I talk about why I don't want to own a gun. And I say, because I just don't trust I've had mental health issues and I don't trust myself with a gun. And yeah, exactly. Like we've all felt that way before, where it's just like, well, I don't want to kill myself because that's like, I can't do that. Like, let's be realistic here. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Like it's low. It's low, Erica. It's very low. I mean, I can't believe any person would do something like that. That's just low. Like you're struggling. And you're like, you're like, okay, I trust you. And like, yeah, okay, I guess I fucked up. I trusted the wrong person. Okay, sorry. You trust somebody and then they do you like that. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay. And also they entered into evidence that thing about, like I said, I didn't want, and we're going to get to the gun part because that's pretty wild too. But it's just mean spirited. And it's just like, wow, what the fuck? People are really evil. There was some other shit in there too. I forget all the stuff that was in there, but it was a lot of shit. And it was a Krusty Panties production. It was just wild. They had metadata from the video from Megan McCabe's phone. And they're just so desperate to prove that I was within 100 yards of her, but they didn't have video of it. And we have like 6 videos showing that I didn't yell a goddamn thing. Nothing. So anyway, it's just like, yeah, some people like, was it? It's like if their hope was to embarrass me, they failed. All those messages show is that I'm a human being with like emotions, and I was going through a rough time, and a shitty person exploited that. That's all that is. That's just like, that doesn't make me look bad. That doesn't make me look bad. I'll tell you that much right now. Anyway, so let's get back to the tweets. All right, so Mello's back in the courtroom. The judge is back. We are in session. Hold on. I just got the funniest picture of Mello, too. Okay. Let me just get this picture of Mello that just got sent. Put this up and take me down. This is Mello in court. You got to see this. This is him. This is the best he could do for standing up. You got to see this. A link was sent to my website with the court audio. How do I read things on my website? All right, hold on. I think I got it here. You guys got to see this. Want to see Mello in all his glory? There it is. Hold on. So this is a visual of what Mello is actually like. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get out of this. There he is. He couldn't stand up. He brought the whole internet with him to a court. His back was hurting. He had to hunch back. He had to hunch over the whole freaking time. The whole time. This was Mello the whole time. I mean, I am so lucky to be prosecuted by this guy. I mean, what a gift this was. I can't stop it. Stop it. Anyway, let's carry on with the tweets here. So the case has been called. Okay. All right. All right. I'll post it. Brady will see it here. Blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a dangerousness hearing after lunch. So I hear about this dangerousness hearing. I'm like, what? I thought we were just going to try to do a bail revocation. He did try to do a bail revocation and a dangerousness hearing. So bail revocation is 60 days, but we go into this conference room, and that's when Tim tells me for the first time, no, dangerousness hearing, one of the options is 120 days. 120 days. When I heard 120 days, dude, like, ask him. He was telling me about this afterwards, and other people in my legal team were telling me, like, my face just, July? Pardon? What? Like, dude, my kid, like, they're going to forget who I am. July? Like dead inside when that happened. When I heard that, July, 120 days. This guy's fucking evil. Like, why does this guy want to put me in jail so badly? What did I do to him? I'm clearly not dangerous. But then we read. There's other options for dangerousness hearing too. The judge can do personal recognizance, which eventually we got, or they can do GPS monitoring, other things like that. And I don't give a shit. Put a GPS thing on me, whatever. I don't care. Okay. But because I'm not going anywhere near the town of Medfield, like, at all. I want nothing to do with this individual. Nothing. I would run away as fast as I could if I ever saw her in the flesh, which I know will likely drive her wild, because I'm not playing this game. I'm not doing this. I don't want anything to do with this woman, just like I didn't want anything to do with her on December 23rd, which you all heard in the court audio as I tried to get the fuck out of there. And I couldn't leave. So anyway, like, when I heard 120, I'm like, oh, fuck. And we read it all over. And he's like, okay, dangerousness hearing, here's the elements that first they have to prove you're dangerous. That's the biggest thing. They have to prove that you're dangerous. And Mello, the fact of the matter is, I am not a dangerous person. I'm not physically dangerous. I don't go around fighting people. I've never attacked a woman. I've never the assault and battery is fake. That got dropped. I don't threaten to hurt people. The only thing I'm dangerous to is the establishment, because I will expose what they do. Yeah, I guess I'm dangerous to Adam Lally because he might be unemployed after this. I'm dangerous to Michael Proctor because he might go to jail as a result of this all. It is what it is. How many folks do I got in here? We're up to 9,836 right now, including 6,200 on Twitter. That's wild. Anyway, let's keep reading this. So the dangerousness happens. She asked Mello how he was doing, and he said, not well. I said, I noticed he was walking slowly and leaning in the courtroom, and I said how he was feeling. He responded, not good. I asked if Mello if that is a reason he was late to court today. He said, yes, it was. We're on recess until 2. Okay. All right. Okay, so she got lunch. Welcome back. No sign of Mello yet. He's in the courtroom waiting the judge. Court's in session. Kearney's case is called. The judge has viewed the docs. So now Judge Pomerol had like 3 hours to watch all of our videos and read all of our tests. We got like 10 affidavits from people. All of them say the same thing. I didn't yell at anyone. I didn't violate any restraining orders. None of this shit happened. It's all fake. It's all a lie. And we also have two cops testifying. The first cop that's testifying is the guy that was in the crosswalk and told me that he said I acted in good faith and got the fuck out of there. And the other cop, Kozak, was called to the parking lot at 2:30 because she called the cops and said that her car was vandalized. And the implication was obviously that I must have done it or incited people to do it. Obviously, that's fake too. She got in 2 car accidents in December and just didn't get the car completely fixed and kept in order to avoid paying the $1,000 deductible. That's a ratchet trick. And so the cop, but at 2:30, there's like 5 McAlberts with her, and not one of them says anything about me yelling at her. None of them, like, they're all there to throw me in jail. They all hate me. And not a single one of them heard me yell, said anything about me yelling. They want to report the vandalism, right? And so how does she explain that? Well, she heard me talking about this on the show previously. And I said, hey, and And by the way, we just cracked 10,000 live viewers. I shouldn't or not, 10,000 live viewers right now. That's insane. Twitter. Oh my God, Elon Musk. But this is the story she said. She said in the report that they were waiting on, she was talking to the cop, telling him about the vandalism, and then she saw a mob of Karen Read supporters descending on them. So she had to leave because the cop can't protect her from this mob of Karen Read supporters. Like the Minion guy might get her. I don't know. So she's like, she forgot to tell him. That was her story. She forgot to tell him because she had to pick up her son at 310 in Medfield, which somehow she knew that this hearing would be over in 10 minutes. Because why would you make plans to pick up your son at 310 in Medfield if you have a 2:00 hearing? That doesn't make any sense at all. So nothing about the story made any sense at all. Okay. And so we have these two cops on our side. So we got everything. So the judge reviews this all. And the judge knows what's up at this point. And this is where we start from. Judge is asking if Bradel has witnesses. He says he has 2 officers. Judge asks Mello if he's spoken to the 2 officers. Mello says no. Judge asks, don't you think you should? Don't you think you should? And that was the moment, ladies and gentlemen, I knew that I wasn't going to jail. The second he said that. Don't you think you should? AKA, I've read over their affidavits, and what they're saying is pretty damning to your case. What they're saying clearly indicates that this man is not dangerous. He's literally going out of his way to try to extricate himself from the situation, to try to avoid her. The first cop, Crump, says I acted in good faith. The second cop, Kozak, shows you that, like, clearly whatever he did wasn't that bad because she didn't even mention it. So clearly this guy's not dangerous. That's when I knew we were going to win. And that's when I knew Mello was just throwing in the towel. Judges asked for witnesses. He calls Kozak. He replied, there was an alleged vandalism. Nature of the call was damage to the car. Call was at 2:32. At 2:47, the call was concluded. Kozak said he was there for 15 minutes. He spoke with the liar and said that she was at the courthouse. Kozak said the next day he checked the registry of deeds for the video of the area, and there was no video showing vandalism. So she lied about that too, because there's no video showing any vandalism in that lot. She just made it up. This is what she does. She just makes shit up. Imagine actually believing what the story. I mean, I went to jail over these lies, like insane. He did take photos of the car. He asked LG Crew, who could have done this to your car? She responded, it could have been Kearney or someone associated with him. She told him that she had an RO on him. So that's interesting. That's interesting for 2 reasons. Number one, she's already, like, clearly she came to court that day with the plan to be like, oh, Turtleboy, she knew she was going to kick me out of the court. And then I would be upset about it. And so she wants to make it seem like I got so upset that I scratched up her freaking stupid minivan. Like, obviously not. That was the original plan. But that plan changed when she went home and watched video. And Megan McCabe sent her a video and said, there he is in the grassy knoll. Change of plan. New plan to get him charged. We'll say he violated the order. That's how it went. The original plan was vandalism. That wasn't very strong. And then they watched the video and they're like, oh, wait, we got him. We can just do him on that. There you go. Got him. That was the plan. But also interesting in this tweet is it says that she told Kearney she had an RO. She told him that she had an RO. Okay. So here's my question. If she told him that I have an RO on her, why didn't she then mention that he just violated that RO? Why did that not come up with the cop, right? Doesn't that seem like, I mean, this is a woman who goes out of her way to try to put me in jail to the point where she makes shit up. Because she forgot to mention this thing that could literally put me in jail, something that would be an automatic arrest if she had just said that. Automatic. I don't know why. I don't know why she didn't just say that, Jen. I don't get that. She could have just had me arrested right there by just making up a lie. Insane. Insane. This is what the intimidator does, guys. It's not good. Okay. So it goes on to say here, Bradel asks Kozak if Kozak was told by her that she was being harassed. He said no. He said her mood at the time was quiet. She was with the group. She did not say Kearney violated the order. No cross by Mello. He just got nothing to say to this cop. Bradel calls Officer Crump. Okay. It was the busiest day. He said Kearney approached him in the sidewalk, asks about Kearney's demeanor. Mello objects. Judge just overrules. Crump talks about his interaction with Kearney. He says he interpreted Kearney as wanting to leave the area and get away from the victim due to a restraining order. So it's like, I wanted to follow the order. I am the opposite of dangerous at this point. The opposite of dangerous. I am trying to get away and obey the law and respect court orders, period. Crump shares, he goes on to say, he watched Kearney exit the area and didn't see him again. Mello's cross-examination. How long was this interaction? 6 seconds. That's all Mello asked. No other witnesses. And he submits a thumb drive to the judge. Judge is going to review the new info from Mello, including a drive from Mello. Bradel is submitting 3 docs as well, including a screenshot of text messages from LG to Kearney that he indicated may qualify for witness intimidation. So I didn't say this. I alluded to this, but I did not announce this in court because we wanted to see, because every time we come up with something, it just gives them a chance to lie. And we're not going to give them that chance. But the fact of the matter is that I did get threatening messages from this individual. And let's see, this is what they said. This is on March 7th. Okay. She sent me these threatening texts. I'll just read it. It says, hey, cops came up and asked to look at my phone. They said you filed a complaint. This is the day after I went to the Dedham Police Department. The day after. I got a text message saying cops came up and asked to look at my phone saying you filed a complaint. Who else would know that I did that? But it didn't match your report. So they said it's a false report. So my report to file a false report is false, and that you did it at several places yesterday. So now your dumbass is getting arrested today. Have fun in jail, you dumb fuck. So this person is enjoying trying to put me in jail. I wonder who this could be. And then it says, did you trust? And they name a friend of mine, right? Who comes with me to court and supports me in court. And this person is clearly jealous of this friend of mine. And it says, did you trust this person? She's telling people about victim harassing and using people to get at the liar's name. Big mistake. Sending screenshots to Tully. You're going to jail. So they're saying this individual is trying to get into my head that this other woman I'm friends with is betraying me, I guess, and sending screenshots to Tully of me violating the order, whatever. It's just nonsense. And then it says you're going to jail, or, and this is where the extortion and witness intimidation comes in, or you can live stream right now. Actually, I'll just show this freaking message. Let's see. Because this was submitted to court. So I'll show you on the big screen what it looks like. So I don't have to read it out loud. Give me 1 sec. Just got to redact the name. All right. Let me pull this up. One sec. All right, here we go. All right. So this is the message that I got. I don't know if you guys can read that. It says, yeah, did you trust blank? She's telling people about victim harassing, using people to get at who. Big mistake, sending screenshots to Tully. You're going to jail, or you can live stream right now, apologize, and call yourself a little bitch. It's up to you. So this person is saying that you need to do what I'm saying, and that's go on a live stream right now and call yourself a bitch, or else this person's going to go to Tully. And this person also has personal knowledge that I went to the police, the Dedham police, the day before, which only one person would know that, and that would be the person that the Dedham police probably called and questioned about this, the person I filed the complaint against. And it's just so obvious that it's this person. Okay. And then they say, you have 15 minutes to do that. Then I had 6 minutes. And then she sends me Tully's phone number. So it's somebody who also has Tully's phone number. That's weird. 5 minutes. Call yourself a bitch, or your attempt to victim intimidate goes to Tully. So this is what Tim is talking about. My attorney is talking about in court when he says that this is this looks like what we would characterize as extortion, because she's trying to extort me, tell me to do something or else, and witness intimidation, because I'm a witness in the Karen Read case, and I'm a witness in this case. It's definitely not KP. That is not K. Peter, okay? I know exactly who that is. She's not the only crazy one, But it's deranged. You're right, Megan. It's deranged. So anyway, we submit that to court. We submit that into evidence. And it was brilliant waiting to the last minute because it's undeniably her. And we submitted, we said, this is the fake victim's text message that she sent us. And it's undeniably her. And if she's not there to deny it, that's on her. But it's clearly her, because the things that she's saying in there are things that only she would know. So it's clearly her. So both Mello and Bradle have exited the courtroom. We're heading back in now. Mello's up. Facts are clear. Kearney was across the street when she left the building. The officer interacted was only for 6 seconds. Photos show Kearney in the vicinity, including hiding in the bushes. Okay. This is what Mello's saying. Following her. I wasn't following her. I didn't even see her. Did not even see her. He states Kearney pushes the envelope consistently, that he knew what he was doing. He's addressing the text messages. He says that LG will submit her phone and denies she sent the messages. So he called her during the break, and he's just like, what's up with these messages? And she was like, that's not me. I'll submit my phone to evidence. I'll submit my phone to evidence. Too late. First of all, she used a burner app, obviously. Like, we're not stupid. It takes 2 seconds to create a burner app. This is what these people do, these ratchets. Judge is not allowing Mello to argue the texts. So we win that one. Like, the judge agreed. The judge clearly agreed the texts came from the fake victim. That's what the judge agrees with. So there's that. So good luck getting. He said that LG was there, that I knew she was there, and I was a threat. The judge asks, where is the danger? Mello said, this is what he says. So the judge is like, okay, this is a dangerousness here. Where's the danger? And his answer was that he set up a Pornhub account, like for myself, to harass LG. A Pornhub account. So let me get this straight. I made a Pornhub account of myself in which I just show my greatest hits, and just I use that. How is that harassing her? How is that harassing her? What does this even mean, Mello? This is what Mello said in court. And the whole court was like, what? The fuck is this? We're talking about Pornhub accounts? Now, what are you talking about, Mello? The judge stops Mello yet again and said it's a dangerousness hearing. Where is the danger? I mean, this is what happens when you put Krusty Panties and her new crazy best friend in charge of your legal defense, in charge of your strategy, is you just start talking about Pornhub accounts and at a dangerousness hearing. Where's the danger? We're out here talking about the intimidator, but we're not talking about the danger. Okay? No, there's no Pornhub. There's no porn. There's no porn of either of us out there. I got that I know of. I've never seen any porn. Like, I hope not. I'm not the one with the secret ring cam. Anyway, back to this. Mello's talking about concerns with Kearney not having a gun. He has concerns with me not having a gun. He actually said this. But that he has a car and he could get another weapon. He actually said that. When he said that in court, when he said that, Your Honor, he has a car. He doesn't have a gun, but he has a car. And I'm like thinking, okay, so is this next argument going to be that I'm going to get in my car and run her over? Is that what he's going to suggest? That I'm dangerous because I own a car? So everyone who owns a car is dangerous? But no, he didn't even make that argument. He said that I'm dangerous because I could then get in the car and drive to the gun store and purchase a gun. Okay? Like that, this is the argument. Like, I can't take an Uber or walk or take the bus, but if you have a car, you're more likely to go in a car. Yeah. Mello's just jealous that you have a car and he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Like, the big danger is, the intimidator is going to be on the internet. Like, that's going to be the danger. Oh, look at that thing. That thing's 80th percentile. Look at that thing. Oh, scary. So scary. Jeez Louise. Okay. Mello insists the danger is Kearney's history of witnesses and his past behaviors make him a danger. So he couldn't even say what the danger was. He just keeps talking about witness intimidation. He's talking about a recording between the two of them that he was indicted over. And the judge says again about the danger. And Mello says Kearney's actions are not the actions of a normal mind. He just gets to say that. Judge, he's not normal. This guy's not normal. He's not a normal guy. Like, what? Oh. Okay. Mello says that she is terrified of Kearney. Oh, she's so terrified that she shows up to where I'm at, calls me the day before I get out of jail, and then texts me all that crazy shit. Very scared. And by the way, also in her whole 85-page thing there, she explained the why she called. She said that she fell asleep on her phone. Now, keep in mind, she had me blocked on Facebook, which means you have to hit the unblock button. And then you have to say, are you sure you want to unblock them? They give you a chance to think about it. And then you got to, again, okay. And then you got to hit the call button. And then you got to hit, like, are you sure you want to call? And then and then she had to block again. So she had to hit 5 buttons in her sleep. Okay? And she claimed that she was doing this because she was screenshotting stuff for the grand jury and had to unblock me, except you don't have to unblock a person to screenshot their messages. I have her blocked and I can go and screenshot her messages whenever I want. I'm normal. Tom Brady, the superintendent, said that. I'm normal. You're not normal. Those guys aren't normal. We're up to 11,000 Turtle Riders now watching this. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that. We are on 7,500 on Twitter. Holy shit. Anyway, back to this. His actions make him more. Okay, he's done. So that's it. He's just normal. He's not normal, Your Honor. Okay. So Bradel says that LG constructed this story. She got caught lying. She is a liar. Everything is baseless. Kearney has no record, never been a danger aside from his journalism. Okay. The court has an assault and battery charge in this case, and the Commonwealth did not move forward. And by the way, I Mello brought up, he said, Your Honor, he said he's dangerous on YouTube. Because when I called the Glairer, when I was in the can back in my jail days, I called up the Glairer and I said, oh man, I got to pull up the context of this. Maybe the Glairer can pull it up for me. It said something to the effect of, I'm going to be a dangerous guy when I get out of here. If they thought I was dangerous to the establishment before, wait till I get out of here. AKA, I'm going to keep, doing this. I'm going to keep writing about people. I'm going to keep exposing people, exposing the truth. I'm dangerous to the establishment. Not physically dangerous, but Mello uses this in a court of law as like some sort of legitimate thing. Again, where do you think he got that from? Crusty panties, of course. You think he listens to the Glairer? You think that guy listens to the Glairer or knows how YouTube works? Goodness gracious. The judge rules the motion is denied. Kearney will not be held for dangerousness hearing. The crowd claps. Okay. He then asks for his bail to be revoked for 60 days. Okay. Bradel is saying that everything in this case shows Kearney was trying to avoid her. The motion to revoke bail is denied. So there we go. Okay. There we go. And I really don't care if it's dismissed or not, because it's not going to be whatever. I'm not going to jail for this. I'm not getting found guilty for this. I hope it goes to trial. That would be wild. I hope we get to, if this person wants to take the stand, we can put her on the stand. If Chris Albert wants to take the stand, we can put him on the stand. We can put Jennifer McCabe on the stand. I look forward to it. All of these people will have to take the stand in my case. And what do you think they're all going to try to do? They're all going to try to plead the fifth, because we're going to ask them all about the Karen Read case, except for the newest one. She's just going to get caught in so many lies, obviously. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to getting the whole audio. We'll play the whole audio when that comes up. But thank you to Jess Machado for live tweeting that. She did an excellent job. And yeah, we're going to get we're going to Rule 17 motion her phone too. Because I've seen on December 23rd, when I was over there, she showed me her phone. And we overcome the Lampron bar. The Lampron bar says you can't use a fishing expedition to get someone's phone. It's not a fishing expedition if I've already seen the contents of the phone. So we've already met the burden of Lampron. We've overcome that bar. And it says right in the court documents, she tells them that she deleted all her texts with Tully and Mello. She said that when she was in the bathroom that night. I showed the police report. It's wild. She deleted all her texts with we're going to get those too. Nothing's ever deleted. So I can't wait. And we're going to get the phone. We're going to get the phone. There's no doubt about it. If this continues, we will get the phone, which is fine, which is great. We get to see everything then. Everything. I'm looking forward to it. Because the truth will come out one way or another, and it will be set free. This is what we're the good guys. They're the bad guys. They're the people that kill cops and throw them on the front lawn and leave them to die. They're the people who make up lies and send innocent people to jail on Christmas. We'll see. Good is going to defeat evil, and we shall prevail. Okay. Let me read some turtle chats here. Got a bunch here to bang through. Okay, let me read some of these. Kristen sends $25, says, Happy St. Patty's Day. Thanks for sharing your Sunday with us, Turtle Boy. Wishing you a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Thank you very much. I saw an amazing rainbow driving into Lowell today, too. It was just it was on 190. It was a wild, awesome rainbow. It was so cool on St. Patrick's Day. But okay, John sends $10, says, Doctor, keep up the great journalism and stay the course. Also, have you heard any updates on the status of Canton PD audit? Just that they put some boob and some idiot McCarthy in charge of it, who's like a police stooge, but that's about it. Dave sends $10, says, Happy Sunday, Aidan. Such a great week. Not so much for Krusty, though. Ha ha, you sloppy, unemployed clam. Chrissy Albert having a meltdown at the town meeting was pure gold. Okay. And it's so true. Like Krusty Panties dude had a rough week, man. First, she got an HPO slapped on her. Finally. I mean, that was a long time coming, and she earned that shit. We listened. I'll play the whole court audio of that. It was a well-deserved HBO. Then she got fired on Tuesday from her job at Kingswood Village Apartments. So she's unemployed. So she has that in common with her new best friend. And number 3, she got charged with felony witness intimidation. So she can't even be like, Turtleboy's bad. He's charged with witness intimidation. Bitch, so are you. Bitch, so are you. Except the difference between my charges and yours is yours are going to stick. Because she actually did violate. She physically threatened me. She physically threatened me and told me not to come to court. That's sticking. That's going to stick. That's going to stick. The HPO is a non-domestic version of a restraining order. So it's a restraining order between people who are not in a relationship. Thank God. And apparently being in a relationship means you just hook up. Like that counts as a relationship, apparently. But anyway, thank you for the dono. Fish sends $10, says, stop giving Jess Machado any spotlight. She's Turtleboy famous. The Somerset snatch donkey. Okay. She says she's a piece of shit. I don't like, first of all, I did write about Jess Machado in 2020. And I think I did. Is that what I called her? The Somerset snatch donkey. I've offered to take that down because I disagree. Like it was about COVID. I had the wrong opinion about COVID at first. I was wrong about COVID for like a week. For like a couple weeks, I was wrong about it. I thought it was real. I thought it was like a legitimate thing that we should shut down our society for. I was very wrong. Very wrong. And I apologize. Please forgive me, guys. A lot of people fell for it and think she was involved in something to do with that. So I don't even agree with what I wrote about her. And I've offered to take it down, and she insists that it stays up. Insists. So thank you. James sends $5, says, justice for Hadassah, jail for Christina Yakimovsky. Yeah, when is the trial for that? I forgot, but no, I would not. Oh, half hammer. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. Next up. Let's see. Renee sends $10, says, we were threatened again with the cops being called on us at our Plymouth standout, claiming the bridge is private property. We were polite but didn't budge. Good for you, Renee. God bless you. Attorney Mello sends $10 and says, as soon as my lift arrives, I'm getting your ass in court. I've had a very good, very crusty criminal informant who gave me all the details I need to put you in jail for life. Shit, my lift is late again. I'd use Uber if I wasn't so broke and a better attorney. Oh, man, you guys are funny. Rich sends $25, says, glad you're back. Here's $25 towards the new TV. Oh, thank you, Rich. No, there is, the house comes with a TV, but I'll take the $25. I got 2 TVs, actually. The house came fully furnished. It's like the greatest deal. I moved into a fully furnished house where all the utilities are paid for. It's like, even when I lose, I win. It's great. I'm not saying where I am. I'm not even going to say what town I'm in. But I'm close enough to be able to get to the bus stop every day to get my kids on and off the bus. So winning, and I'm not going to jail ever. Thank you, Rich. Jane sends $5 and says, congratulations on the clean sweep last week and officially being a free man. Thank you very much, Jane. I appreciate that. Lem sends $15 and says, any insight on the Officer Gallagher recording? I haven't heard it yet. I'll have to do a deep dive into that when I can. Thanks, Unc. Free Karen Read, Justice for Chano Keevan, free Turtleboy. Thank you. Bob sends $25 and says, Turtleboy, you will be freed. Karen will be freed. Please don't forget us in Canton. The corruption is deep and continues in spite of your cases. Please remain the mayor. Absolutely, Bob. Thank you, sir. Sad sends $5. Says, here's to another bad week for Krusty Panties and Andrew Johnson in court. Yeah. So on Tuesday, I am summoned to West Roxbury District Court to be a witness for the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office in their case against Andrew Johnson for assault and battery on me, because he assaulted me on the courthouse steps, and now he's taking it to trial. And his girlfriend, Krusty Panties, has a court date in Stoughton, where she is being charged not with the witness intimidation, but with violating a harassment prevention order against a woman by the name of Lauren Murray, who is a friend of mine, who she just attacked and went after simply because she was friends with me and stalked her and then violated that order. She got an order placed on her and then violated it not once, but twice. And I'm a witness in that. And then she threatened me, and that's how she got the witness intimidation charge. Oops. I would highly suggest for her just move on with her life, because like this obsession with me is severely hurting her. Like, look at what her obsession with me has done to her. She's unemployed now. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have an income. So she's losing a bunch of money over this. Probably doesn't qualify for unemployment because she got fired. And got a couple new charges and a couple orders placed on her now. All because of me. Like, I do that to her. She just, for her own health, she should just chill out. Get a new hobby. You know what I mean? Like, just, if I was this obsessed with somebody and it was getting me all these charges, I would find a new hobby, something else to do. You know, that's just me. That's just me. I did not give her the Intimidator. Krusty? No way. No way. Ew. Ew. Stop it. Kayla sends $10, says, Turtle Boy, just needed to tell you that I went to the Southie Parade today and heard a group of kids chanting, fuck Colin Albert, over and over. That's awesome. Thank you, Kayla. Paula sends $25, says, happy St. Patrick's Day. You should be drinking a green beer. You deserve it. Thank you, Paula. I'm having an iced coffee instead. Latina sends $10, says, Krusty posted those messages on Twitter of wanting to disappear when you went into jail. Don't worry, I stuck up for you. I got gangster. I shut it down. Twisted Tragedies was part of those messages being put out. She doesn't matter. I shut her down also. The asshole that she is, don't worry. I watched them. I got your back. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I've seen some of those. That's just bait. When they put those messages out there of me, like, you know, of me sounding, it's like supposed to embarrass me and whatever. And what they want me to do then is then I go and show my text messages with her. And then they're like, you're violating the order. But I'm not jumping in even though it wouldn't be violating the order, I'm just not going there. I'm not going there. We're not turning this into Jerry Springer. Okay. I'm human. We've all had messages like that with people that, you know, whatever. And I think everybody who looks at that and sees her posting, you know, embarrassing text messages of me knows that, like, anyone who does that is a low life. And I don't even need to respond to that. Because I come out looking better if I just don't respond at all. And that's what I'm going to do. That's it. I'm just not responding to that shit, period. I could. But what would I even accomplish with that? Show that she's trashy? Like, I could show a whole bunch of messages, right? Showing her, like, the things that she would say to me. Oh, boy. You can, but we all get the point. We all got the point on February 26th when she showed up with the McAlberts. We all got the point on January 8th at the restraining order hearing when she admitted that she lied about a pregnancy, like everything. So we get it. There's no point. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to jump in the gutter. I won't do it. Sorry. All right, next. Truth sends $5 and says, 2020, justice for Justin Root. 2021, justice for Sandra Birchmore. 2022, justice for John O'Keefe. The Norfolk DA's office is corrupt. Absolutely. Oh, God. Nick Fiorillo sent another. He sent me 10 more bucks. It's all caps. Something about, oh, God. Soros plants. And I guess he's going to be, Sean wants him to be a regular guest on Thursdays. So if you're into nut jobs, you can watch Sean's show. You can, I mean, if you want to listen to this lunatic with caps lock, have a platform, go check out his show. They're going to be doing that. Okay. Any other turtle chats? No, we got a couple cash apps here to bang through. Okay. Where we got in cash apps? Hold on. Okay. So the court audio is here. I'm going to premiere that at another time. Okay. I'm going to premiere the court audio another time. How about that? Maybe tomorrow or something, we can premiere that. Okay. I think we got a couple cash apps I got to bang through. Wrestler's mom sends $10 and says, wondering if you got the $50 on court day. I did. I think I read that out loud. Thank you, Wrestler's mom. I appreciate that. Elbro sends $5 and says, was scanning in the house. Love you, Aidan. Thank you. Okay. Daniel sends $20 and says, just to piss off Mike Gaffney. Okay, thank you. Jim Ferris Bueller sends $10 and says, what does a perverted frog say? Rub it. That's pretty good, Jim Ferris Bueller. I appreciate that. Elbro sends $10 and says, please tell Auntie Shell Ruby loves her and you too, TB. Thank you, Elbro. Ryan sends $5 and says, Wayne LaRue still sucks at fantasy football. Shots fired. Okay. So thank you. And I was supposed to say, someone sent me I don't know if they meant to send me $1,500. They're sending me a request for $1,500 for free Karen Read. So we'll not be doing that. But I'm just wondering what's going on there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole. The KP audio. I'm going to play the whole KP audio. I played it on Thursday on Turtle Club. I'll just share the whole thing straight, maybe tomorrow or something. And I also now have the audio of Ken Mello in court. So we're going to play that too. Please realize the Twitter numbers aren't real. How do you know? It said, I mean, looking at this right now, how are they fake? Well, look at, you guys got to see this. Check this out. Where'd it go? And look at this. Look at these numbers. Oh, wait. That's not good. Hold on. Look at that. 11,644 people are watching. That's a lot. That's a lot. How many are on? I mean, still, even so, there's how many are on YouTube right now? 3,500. That's still a good amount. And on Rumble Rats, we have 196 Rumble Rats over there. Okay. All right. Anyway, what I want to get to right quick is so obviously the other big news in the week, and we haven't even gotten to Kofin Day for shit. I wanted to do a whole thing on her. But anyway, I want to talk about Lizzie Proctor's up to some shit again. So there is a woman in Western Massachusetts who is on a school committee out there. And she's free Karen Read diehard. And apparently her husband is a cop or something. And Lizzie, and she posted something the day Michael Proctor was put on whatever, and he's under investigation. Okay. And let me see here if I can do this. Hold on. Let me change this. Now let me pull this up. All right, let me share this. All right. And by the way, if anyone else wants to donate, you click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy, and I will read your message out loud to the class. Okay. So this is what Elizabeth Proctor posted as her story on Instagram. All right. Look, it says, so it's a screenshot of what somebody said. This woman said, I fully expect Proctor to pull a DIY very soon. What is, let me look up DIY meaning. Okay. Do it yourself. That's what DIY means. So is she saying that like he's going to kill himself? Is that what is that do it yourself? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I assume suicide. Is that what you're saying? First of all, I fully expect him to kill himself. Saying that is not even that bad. It's just like I've said it from the beginning. Brian Albert's going to put a gun in his mouth. He's not going to jail. Michael Proctor, I don't think will. He's more of a pussy. And I think he's more likely to throw people under the bus. And he also didn't kill anyone, so he's got that going for him. So it's perfectly normal thing to say, to opine and say that like he might, contemplate suicide. Cops going to jail is worse than anyone going to jail. They don't get to live in medical like I did. Yeah, they're going to be targets, and that's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun. And so she says, this is what Lizzie Proctor's take on it. These are the sick and evil people out there that we have been dealing with for close to a year. And then she puts her name and says, stay classy. Okay. Stay classy. I mean, these people cannot stop victimizing themselves. Imagine Lizzie Proctor having the gall to even go on social media. Like your husband is all over the news for being corrupt. The FBI investigated him and determined that he lied to a grand jury. He admitted to the feds, to a federal grand jury, that he lied to a state grand jury about his relationship with the Alberts, a man who asked Julie Albert to babysit his kids 10 days before John O'Keefe died, a man who was offered a bribe by Julie Albert on the day Karen Read was arrested because of him as a gift. Julie Albert wanted to thank him and pay him with the bribe, a gift, for arresting Karen Read instead of her son Colin, who was inside the house when John O'Keefe was murdered. We don't know if Colin did it, but he was there when it happened. We do know that. It's a fact, not opinion. It's a fact that Colin Albert was inside the house. Undeniable. And so all this comes out. If I'm Lizzie Proctor, I just don't show my face. I'm just like, this is embarrassing. Like, this is like, my husband is like a famous scumbag now, a famous corrupt cop. I'm going to lay low for a bit, but not Lizzie Proctor. Lizzie Proctor victimizes herself. This is what she does better than all of these people do this. I mean, every person in the story has done this. I mean, the liar did this. Chris Albert's done this. All these people do. Colin Albert said, I made him sad. Colin Bang Bang said that. I made him sad. Yikes. So this woman, keep in mind, she called other people's employers before and tried to get them fired. She aggressively did that and then had the gall to make herself the victim when people did it back to her. And they didn't even do that. They just left Facebook comments on her employer's page until they shut it down for a day. That's it. She's the victim somehow. Insane. These people's lack of self-awareness and ability to victimize themselves. So that's how it started. Okay. And so where did this come from? Let's look that up. Okay. Let me pull these screenshots up. One moment, please. Okay. So then this happens. Then Lizzie Proctor sends this email. So this woman is on a school committee, the woman she's going after now in Western Massachusetts. And she sends her this email. Okay. No, she doesn't send this to her. She sends it to the superintendent of the school district where this woman's on the school committee. Keep in mind, this is how stupid Lizzie Proctor is, the relationship between a school committee and a superintendent. The school committee hires the superintendent. So the school committee is the boss of the superintendent. So she sends the email, not to the school committee's boss, which would be the voters and the taxpayers, but to the superintendent who works for the school committee. What the fuck is the superintendent going to do about this? This is what the email says. It says, good afternoon. I find it very concerning that you have blank in any type of leadership position. She has been on social media for months posting harassing and bullying comments. Harassing and bullying. Those are the same kind of things that Lizzie Proctor accused me of doing, and like everybody else of doing when they said critical things about her corrupt husband. Calls it bullying. Most geared toward innocent witnesses in an ongoing murder case. Her latest post, which caused me to send this email, she asked when a current state trooper would off himself. This is alarming. When asked to remove her comment, she says, no, and I have no regrets. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael, this state trooper, or his family presses charges against her. Please take action. I'm concerned for her children if she behaves like this. I mean, the gall. Can you believe this? She works at Instrom. Oh, wait, I don't want to get charged with witness intimidation. So, oh, please don't, whatever. Okay. They want to say this is like, oh, if you do anything, she constantly calls people's works and tries to get them fired. It's insane what this woman does. Lizzie Proctor does this all the freaking time. And this is how she's reacting to her husband's, impending. Like, this is what Lizzie, you should be a lot more concerned about other things besides what random people are saying. Wait till you see what they're going to say about him when he's arrested. If you think it's bad now, think of all the emails poor Lizzie Proctor's going to have to write in the next couple months. Oh my God, if you think that's bad, wait until he gets arrested. Good Lord. She should not be worried about like what people are saying on the internet right now. She should be worried about like, where are we going to put our assets? Like that's, if I were Lizzie Proctor, that would be number one thing. Where are we hiding the gold? Like what are we doing? Can we get cash? Can we do something? They're going to seize it all, aren't they? We need to figure something out here, a plan. Like, do we stay married and then you don't have to testify against me? Do we get divorced and then you can keep the assets? We can put all the assets in your name. That's what she should be thinking about if I were her right now. Instead, she's on there be like, oh my God, this person's mean to me. I'm going to call the superintendent in some town in East Bumfuck, Berkshire County, and try to get them fired. That's it can't be mean to me. I'm Lizzie Proctor. Man. Oh, grow up, girl. Grow up. Okay. I was told to read a Cash App here from someone. Let's see. Let's see. Shannon sends $20 and says, paying it forward on my birthday. Happy birthday, Shannon. Happy birthday. # free Karen Read. All you St. Patrick's Day birthday people. Okay. Ann sends 25 and says, did Olivia post about the video of 34 Fairview? I'm not sure. Jody sends $25 and says, don't read. Okay. 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 So thank you for the Dono. All right. Yeah, I was gonna read tonight too. By the way, the Bukkake shit. That's what we're gonna also. I was gonna talk about Bukkake. Real quick, and let's just talk about Bukkake for a minute, and just these two stories that I published the other day. First of all, this tool bag. Okay. So it's all the people that, oh my God, that put their faith in Michael Proctor, decide to put their entire reputation on the line for Michael Proctor and all the McAlberts. It's just, I can't wait for them to go down like a flaming bag of shit, all of them. But this was, let's see. There we go. Are we freezing here? Oh, great. Did we freeze? I think we froze. Did we freeze? Okay. No. Did we freeze? Okay. Hold on. Mike, I'm getting the pinwheel. I don't know about you guys. Did we freeze? Okay. Hold on. Mike, I'm getting the pinwheel. I don't know about you guys. All right. I think we're good. I don't know. I'm definitely getting the pinwheel. I don't know about you guys. No, this is gay. Hold on. How do I get out of this? Control Alt. This is not my computer. All right. It's freezing. It's crapping up. How do I? Oh, anybody know how to force quit on a Mac? I don't even remember how to force quit. The chat, I can't click on the window or see anything because I have the pinwheel. So I'm going to X out of that. I know I'm fine there, but top left corner, click the apple. No, you don't understand. I have the pinwheel. You guys know the pinwheel? Control-Alt-Delete? There's no Alt button on a Mac. Anybody know how to force quit on a Mac? If you're having the pinwheel thing, I'm getting the pinwheel. So if you have the pinwheel, you don't have an arrow, so you can't click on anything. So you just got to do the 3-button control. People keep saying Control-Alt-Delete. There's no Alt button on a Mac. Pinwheel, 2 buttons. Okay, new rule. Don't offer advice if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, get out of that window and the wheel will go away. Wrong. Have you ever used a Mac before? Ever. You cannot get out. You don't know how the pinwheel works. Okay. Option, Command, Escape. There we go. That's what I need to see. Thank you, Richie. Okay. Option, Command, Escape. Force quit. We're out. Good. Okay. I'm going to come right back. Are we back? Okay, I think we're back. Okay. All right. So anyway. Are we back? Oh, wait, we are. Hold on. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. Mute that. All right. Where's that sound coming from? Anyway, we're back. Oh, wait, where's that sound? Okay, I think we're back. Oh, it's from my phone. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let me pull up this story again. Share screen. All right. We'll end with a little lightness there. So this dude is the biggest tool bag. Patrick McNamara, I think his name is. He's the former, he got voted out as union president. He came to one of the court dates and stood there like a hardo. They all look the same, don't they? But this is what he wrote in his in August. He wrote this whole thing in defense of Michael Proctor. The members assigned to the Norfolk County DA's office unit, special detective unit, have been the subject of personal attacks from criminal defense attorneys and the media for doing their job. No dumb shit. No dumb shit. They're being attacked for covering up a murder, for not doing their job, because it's not their job to cover up a murder. It's their job to solve the murder. You dumb shit. You fucking idiot. As we all know, the state police are assigned to the DA's office, blah, 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 blah. They work under extreme conditions, professionally and comprehensively perform homicide investigation. Comprehensively? They couldn't even put up caution tape. They couldn't even put up caution tape or search a house or speak to witnesses. They didn't even interview Colin Albert till 18 months later. Didn't interview Julie Nagel or Sarah Levinson. They were all in the house. None of it. None of it. No precaution. None of this is not a comprehensive homicide investigation. They followed the evidence and where it led. They followed the evidence? What evidence did they follow? Oh, taillight? They all have the taillight. Yeah, the taillight that was planted there. That was the taillight that wasn't there when the Canton police searched at 6 o'clock. And still to this day, no one can explain why the Canton police did not find any taillight there. The evidence collected was presented by the DA's office to an independent grand jury, except we now know that the evidence presented to the grand jury was largely a lie because the FBI determined that. And Michael Proctor admitted that he lied to the grand jury. They all did. The criminal defense attorneys and agenda-based outlets, that's me, have baselessly smeared, our members' names and reputations. Oh, no, not Michael Proctor's reputation. Additionally, there have been gatherings at our members' homes with the intent to intimidate them and their families. Like the fantasy world that these people are living in. No one is trying to intimidate any of them. None of them were even home. They all got the fuck out. They all testified to that none of them were home. We're trying to intimidate their families. What? We're trying to peacefully protest corruption. That's what we're peacefully doing. Intimidating my ass. They followed the evidence they planted. They did do that. Trooper Proctor has personally been defamed. Okay. If you feel that Proctor has been defamed, he is free to sue me whenever he wants. I have invited defamation lawsuits from the beginning. If you feel like you have been personally defamed by me, by all means, sue me for deformation. Discovery will be fun. I can't wait for that. Yet none of them do. None of them do. Because the facts are on my side. The facts are on my side. This is not only wrong, but unacceptable. Says who? Says you, Scally Cap there? Which, by the way, is such a cliche. Like, what is this guy doing? Scally Cap. Oh, let me guess. You like to go down to the pub and have a frosty one with the guys, and you talk about your buddy Sully, and you talk about like, oh yeah, on the job. I bet you he says the word on the job a lot. These cops love to be like on the job, like they're fucking like they're like the job, not like at our job or at work. On the job. That's the way they all talk. It's so gay. It's so gay. Stop it. Oh, I hate when they say that. Anyway, unacceptable. Says who? Says you? Harassing and intimidating any witnesses is illegal. Okay? This is where this is around the time. After the rolling rally, they're like, well, let's fucking lock this guy up. The rolling rally was when they were like, okay, this guy's protesting. You can't do that. Before it was on the internet. Now he's peacefully protesting in person. We need to shut this shit down. That's the way they looked at this. We stand with you, Mike. Do you still stand with him? Do you still stand with him, Patrick McNamara? Because your own organization is investigating him now. Do you still stand with him? I'd love to get Patrick McNamara on here for an interview and see if he still stands with Michael Proctor, with conflicted state trooper Michael Proctor. Does he? Okay. And now let's talk about Bukkake. This tool bag. Look at this guy. Like Bukkake wrote in when Bukkake talked to Mello, he told Mello that like I'm intimidating him because I'm writing stories about him. And I'm what am I doing to him? He said that I was like, oh, he goes, he posted pictures of me at the Army-Navy game. He actually said that. He posted pictures, like that's a crime somehow. And I did post pictures of him at the Army-Navy game. And by the way, there he is right there. Look at this tool back. This is him showing up to a woman's house on Dedham Street looking for ring video because they want to see if they had a ring video of Karen Read's car going that way. They hoped she did because they didn't want Karen Read didn't go down Dedham Street, though, on her way out. She went down Fairview. She went south, so she didn't go down Dedham. They were hoping she did, but she didn't. Because if she went, it would have proved she didn't do a three-point turn. Anyway, so there he is looking like a tool bag, okay? And there's Bukkake going at a Barstool Sports function, okay? Now, Barstool Sports, right? I have nothing against them. Not really my thing. I mean, I outgrew Barstool. I do listen to Big Cat's podcast there with PFT. I find it like I like their NFL recaps. It's easy listening. I can't do politics all the time. Politics is too much. It's too like I like Megyn Kelly. But just like all these right-wing podcasts that I listen to, they're all generally the same. And it's also serious. It's also serious all the time. And sometimes I just like to listen to guys talking about sports. And I find it laid back. So I do like their podcast. It's like one of the but I'm not a stoolie. Like I'm too old for stoolie. Like Big Cat is like my age. He's like 40. So I feel like I can identify with him more, right? But like a lot of these people that work at Barstool are like 25 years old, okay? And they're just in a different world than me. The things that they're into and blah, 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 blah. And that's a lot of what Barstool is. And I'm just not that into it, okay? And it's kind of a bro blog. It's a college bro blog. It appeals, you know, it's designed to get the 18 to 25 crowd. And, you know, like that's what they're going for. And they've obviously been very successful doing that. And so it's just funny seeing a 40 whatever year old man, Bukkake is, at these events. Like, it's just funny. It's like, dude, you're like fangirling Dave, like you're a grown man, you're a state trooper, a detective, and you're going to these events being like, yeah, bro, Saturdays are for the boys. Yeah, bro. Get me on TV, Dave. You're like wicked cool. Love you, Dave. Oh, it's so cringe. There he is. I mean, look at this kid. Like, how old is this kid? And then there's Bukkake. Like, why is he with this crowd? Like, what is he doing? Anyway, back when I was in the can, you know, I wanted to make love to a woman. I jerked off into a freaking paper towel. I had to compromise. I wanted veal parmesan. Instead, I made grilled cheese on a radiator. I had to compromise. So back in my jail days, this guy went, Dave Portnoy went to a pizza place in Easton for his pizza review that he does. And these pizza reviews, you know, obviously he's a star and people come out and they're like, yeah, Dave, you know, like, but younger people that want to be like, yeah, Dave, you're so cool. Like, I would never do that because I just refuse to fangirl Dave Portnoy. I'm not going to do that. I like Dave Portnoy. I think he's entertaining and brilliant and very successful, but I'm not going to be like, Dave, come here. I'm not going to do that. But Bukkake will. Bukkake will. And this is what happens. Okay, let's.
Yes. All right.
Shut the door on the Hingham kids. Shut the door on the
Hingham kids. We are at.
that was
these Hingham kids.
Wait, that was Bukkake. That was Bukkake that yelled at. Listen to this.
Yes. All right.
Shut the door on the Hingham kids. Shut the door on the Hingham
are at.
Did you see that? That's him yelling. That's his flannel that appears. He goes, shut the door on the Hingham kids. He tells them to shut the door on a bunch of 10-year-olds. This is what Bukkake does. He tells them to shut the door on a bunch of 10-year-olds from Hingham so that he can have Dave Portnoy all to himself. This is what he did. He wanted Dave Portnoy all to himself. So he tells them to close the door on a bunch of 10-year-olds. Listen to what he says. You can see the flannel come out here.
Yes. All right.
Shut the door on the Hingham kids. Shut the door on the Hingham kids.
We are at. These Hingham kids have reinforced my decision not to have kids times 1,000. The most annoying little group of kids I've ever met.
Most annoying little kids.
Yeah, you guys, most annoying.
You guys are going to the timeout.
Most annoying.
That's Bukkake.
Hello.
Like they're not even funny.
Hello. Can I get in the flick?
What flick? This kid's just a cool kid. Well, he's making no sense.
Wait, did you go to next page?
Who are you? What are you talking about? You guys think you're a lot funnier than you are. Ooh, I love the looks of that. That's
Let's hype it up, boys.
I did. These kids are annoying.
I like the looks of it. We're at Easton at Buddy's Villa, right? That's where
I grew up here.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I do agree with Dave's pizza reviews, though. Like, you got to eat cheese. Like, I don't judge any pizza place by if you put too much fancy shit on the pizza, it's fake. I judge a place strictly by its cheese pizza. That's how you can tell if it's a good pizza place or not, by its cheese pizza. I wonder if he gets sick of cheese pizza because he eats it every day. And he's pretty slim. He does. I don't know what he does. Like, this dude eats cheese pizza every day. But anyway, Bukkake is like upset that, like, he's like, oh no, he specifically sought Dave Portnoy out to like get on camera and take pictures with him. And he's like, these children are hogging the spotlight from Bukkake. Okay.
You guys are all silver spoon little Hingham kids. Hingham wearing the Duke right on point.
Don't talk Actually, I just moved to Hingham 2 months ago, so.
Yeah, Hingham. You guys are acting.
I grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's where
I'm
you're
not kidding.
This guy's.
Because I just moved to Hingham 2 months ago. In other words, my dad got a raise. My dad got a raise. Okay.
Definitely living on the water in Hingham. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
He's 7.
Ooh, this is really good.
I mean, cheese pizza.
This is recommended by.
Great. It's the best. I
love
love
a bunch of people said we had to
By
come out
me.
here.
We should hype this up. Yay!
I'm with you, Joanna. It's like,
yay!
Oh my God, stop.
I'm trying to concentrate through the noise of these kids.
I thought it was the one bite rule. You just took
tough.
2.
Can I nurse your pizza? Very hot.
Wait,
No.
was it no face? Was it on the house?
Shut up.
Yes,
Mom, shut up. Shut up.
That's Bukkake that yelled at. He yells at him, "Shut up." He goes, "Tell him to shut up." Listen to Bukkake.
Yes, Mom, shut up. Shut up.
That's Bukkake that yelled at.
All right. Over. How long has this place been here for?
8 years.
50 years. 50 years.
I was just estimating. 17 days.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
I'm gonna give this. I'm trying to concentrate here because I've done the whole social bar pie thing. Important score. These Rugrats won't give me any like.
Damn annoying Rugrats.
I'm gonna go 8.2.
All right, now we're. This is where Bukkake. Now is his time to shine. Ready? He's like, okay, now's my time to shine. I get to hug. I get to kiss Dave Portnoy's ass here. Here we go. There he gives some daps. Did you see that? Like, what a fucking tool bag. What a freaking tool. Hey, bro, Dave, bro. Daps, dude. Yeah, bro. Daps. You're the man, Dave. Yeah, bro. One bite. Everyone knows the rules, Dave. Yeah, you want to drink beer with us, bro? Yeah, gnarly, man. Gnarly. What a loser.
Yeah! Great job yesterday. Great job all the time. All the time.
He goes, great job yesterday. He goes, great job yesterday. Great job all the time. Oh, he's so excited. Oh, I just couldn't be this excited about seeing another grown man. I couldn't.
Oh, man, good job, man. Good job.
Hey, if you ever come back, you gotta get it with the burn edges.
This is pretty good, no?
Yeah, no, that's good, but the burn edges fucking makes
This is really, really good.
You
guys always get
Wait, what's your name?
No, we hate this. We're stolen. We're stolen people.
Oh my God. We're stolen people. We're stolen people.
Wait,
Oh God.
My daughter Teddy's tried.
Now we go inside.
Teddy. All right, let's take this.
Look at Bukkake looking at
Teddy's like that. Here's the money. Show.
Look at it. Look at Bukkake.
Hey, Dave.
Go excited.
Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
He's so, look at him. Look at the way he looks at him there. He's just like, oh, I am gonna. Oh my God, my wife is gonna think about you while I'm sticking my little 2-inch Bukkake inside of her. Look at him. Look at the way he's looking at it. Oh man, look at that. Find someone who looks at you the way that Bukkake looks at Dave Portnoy. Just look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, of course she is. Her and Emma. Her and Emma.
What? What? That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's a woman, though. It's just like, because allegedly this is a heterosexual man, Bukkake. So I guess it would be different if it was a woman, right? But it's just like, it's weird for a man to do that, unless he's gay, which is fine. But I don't think Bukkake's gay. I don't. As ironic as his name is. You know he kept the crust. Does Dave eat the crust? Is that he must. He must eat the crust. Okay. So this is ironic, this whole thing, because then Barstool Sports finally writes about it. writes about the Karen Read case. And Jerry Old Balls Thornton writes about it, who's like the resident, guy in his 50s who writes more than one paragraph. So the youngsters that read Barstool Sports or Huffstool Sports, as we call it, they don't really, they just make fun of, they don't like reading things that aren't like more than like a paragraph long. So Old Balls writes about it. And he takes the position that we all take. I mean, he does a really Reader's Digest version of it. He misses a lot. He links my Twitter in there. Obviously, I'm involved in it. You can't tell the story without talking about Turtleboy, blah, blah, blah. But he writes in his analysis that the cops, the first duty of these cops is to admit they have a conflict of interest and recuse themselves. The fact that these relationships were never reported and they simply went on with the investigation like they were all neutral parties goes way beyond negligence into out-and-out corruption. That's what he writes in his thing. So, again, Proctor admitted to the grand jury that not only did he know the Alberts, he told Bukkake that. He threw Bukkake under the bus and said, yeah, Bukkake knew too. So this is who Jerry Thornton's talking about here. He's talking about Bukkake, that these relationships were never reported. And it went way beyond negligence into out-and-out corruption. Conflict of interest all over the place. Career destroyers for all involved. So his career is going to be destroyed. So think of how devastating it must have been to be Bukkake the day that Barstool Sports published that blog the other day. Like, this is a man who worships other grown men and like fangirls them. And this is like, it's, yeah, Barstool, bro. Yeah, bro. Wicked gnarly, dude. And then Barstool's like, yeah, dude, you're a corrupt piece of shit. And this should destroy your career. And you covered up a murder. Dude. Bad day for Bukkake. Bad week for all the state police. Bad week for the McAlberts. Great week for Turtleboy. Great week for Turtleboy. Great week for Karen Read. Not such a good week for Bukkake and Tully and, of course, Michael Proctor. Not a good week for them. So that is fantastic. So as for what it's worth, as much as it pained him to see that written, I think it angers him more to see your article highlighting it. It's so true. He cried. He definitely cried. It's like his favorite, it's his favorite website, and they're shitting on him. Hey, that's not nice. I like you guys. I have like 50 fucking Saturdays here for the boys towels. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me read a couple turtle chats here. We got $5 from the Spectre report. The audio is on my account, but I'll link it here as well. I sent it to you via email. Okay. So we have the Ken Mello audio. Obviously it's getting late now. We're not going to air now, but we will have that. I think we'll just do an air alone. Might just do a stream where we just air it, and we'll do the Krusty Panties one probably tomorrow. Okay. So thank you very much, Spectre Report, for the dono and the audio. Thank you. Andy Dufresne's attorney, Dufresne, sends $10 and says, I'm the most mentally challenged person on earth, and I've been wrong about everything I've predicted. I blame Jules and Grant. Everyone please mask up. Oh, that's Kim Fair. That's Kimberly Fair. The other one of the many mentally unhinged people of Twitter who cannot stop posting insane shit, and who at the end of this, when they're proven wrong, will act like none of this happened. And we'll just go on to the next bullshit thing. This is just what these people do. So thank you very much, Kimberly Fair. We appreciate that. Dono. Patty sends $10, says, can we ask for a refund on our taxes secondary to Ken Mello not being worth the $400 an hour? Yeah, I would want a refund just in general. Not just because even if he was good, I would want a refund. I'd be like, this is a waste of fucking money and taxpayer money. Like, my kids don't lost their third grade teacher and there were budget cuts this year, but Ken Mello can afford to do this. Okay. What a waste of money. Okay. I only know Plants and Couches sends $5 and says, Krusty Panties blogs about you are gone. Must be because she's attacking people who have an order on her. Yeah, she wrote a big hit piece on me a couple of years ago It had some nudes that she got from the first LG. And she also attacked an innocent woman by the name of Lauren. And that's just gone. It's just funny how it's gone. So how about that? Okay. Thank you very much. I only know plants and couches. Chrissy Albert sends $10. Says, anybody know why my wife was granted conservatorship of our minor child back in 2011? Yeah, we've gone over that, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, Chrissy. So thank you, sir. Samalina sends $10 and says, hi, Aidan, me again. Are you able to wish Julie C. on Twitter a happy St. Patrick's Day? She would not at all be triggered being mentioned on YouTube and would be thrilled to be acknowledged by you. Okay, Julie C. Thanks and keep up the great work. P.S. I hope you have a nice time celebrating too. So happy St. Patrick's Day to Julie C. from Indiana, I believe, on Twitter. Happy birthday, girl. Totally not going to look stupid when this is all said and done. 9.5 thousand people are watching on Twitter. That's wild. Okay. Truth sends $10 and says, is it true that Elizabeth Proctor's father was Coffin Douche's boss? No, her dad did work for the FBI, but was not Coffin Douche's boss. Funky Fresh App sends $50 and says, please help support Rita in the last 2 weeks of her campaign, Rita for Change in Canton, and posts a link, and I click on it, and it says the site can't be reached. Rita, you sent me a link that says Rita Lombardi for CantonMA.com. I think it's supposed to be Rita Lombardi. And I am going to make a donation to her campaign as soon as this show is over. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Next up, do we have any more donos here? Okay. I think that's it for the turtle chats. Do we have any cash apps here to read before we call it a night? I think we are good. Okay. Anyone have any questions before we call it a night? Anyone have any questions? I'd love to see that too. I know the glare is like, so he's like, so I was at the gym till 2 a.m. the other night. And like, of course you were. Of course he was. He's probably drinking black coffee and ripping butts. Any guess on when the cops are going to do something about this? I don't know, but hopefully soon. I always say that. How do you think the 20th will go? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. Another motion hearing. I don't know what the motion is going to be on that day, but that should be interesting. They always are interesting. I think the days of the McAlberts showing up are done. I mean, how can they show up after the last one? Seriously. When's Karen's next court date? That would be the 20th. The 20th. Vinny will be here for trial. Excellent. I mean, it's like a 4-week trial, so he can't even be here the whole time, but definitely he'll be here for some of it. How is Jen Coffinley related to Proctor? She's not. She's just a bootlicking stooge. That's all she is. She's just a bootlicker who instinctively will back police and district attorney's offices. That's just what she does. Maybe we'll rip on Coffin Day on another episode. I think I need to do that. Yeah, the Pats, we're going to be the worst team again next year. Watch. Any intel on Gemma Cave lunch day of trial? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, nothing other than where's the Ford Edge? Yeah, seriously. We'd all like to know that. But they know who is driving it too. Will Krusty ever experience the jail time you did? You know, there's a chance. She's playing with fire. She's playing with fire. You know, she's got some serious orders going against her. And she's going to be arraigned and on the witness intimidation charge. And there will be bail for that. There will be bail. Now, the question is, will the Worcester County District Attorney's Office have the same zeal? Is it Zell or Zeal? Zeal that Ken Mello has. Because it's just like, if I was just a regular person, they would not be coming after me so hard. And Kate Peter is just a regular person. She's not freaking, in my league. So they don't have the desire to go after her. So like to the Worcester County DA's office, she's just another criminal defendant. And so I can't imagine them like trying to revoke her bail as bad, you know what I mean? But she keeps fucking around with these violating the harassment HBOs. Like she could see 30 days. She could see 60 days. She deserves it. They both deserve it. Every person involved in this case deserves it. Do you have more or less viewers since your unprecedented lock? Oh, more for sure. I mean, I got 12,571 people watching right now. Kylie Kirkpatrick info? No, I don't have any more Kylie Kirkpatrick info. How does she afford all these legal woes? I don't know, especially with her unemployment coming in now. I did see Mello smoking. Of course he smokes. All right. Anyone else? I did see Will's thing today where he's like, is she stupid or is she a liar? I think she's a liar. I just think she's a liar. I mean, I've said this before. All these people do is lie. They wake up every day and they lie. They all have their reasons for lying. But they do wake up every day and lie. Krusty knows that she's lying every day. The fake victim knows that she's lying every day. Who else? Chris Albert knows that he's lying every day. Jennifer McCabe knows that she's lying every day. They all know that they're lying every single day. And Kofindaver knows that she's lying every day. And Grant Smith Ellis knows that he wakes up and they lie. They have to wake up and lie every day. I don't know what that feels like. I get to wake up every day and tell the truth. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But all right, I'm trying to keep up here. I don't think she's going to call my parents, but that would be weird. I'm going to fast forward to the most recent ones. Let's see. The last, yeah. How do they sleep? I don't know. It's just like, what a miserable existence, Erica, to wake up every day and have to lie. They like it. They just like lying. Some people are just pathological liars. It's bizarre. I don't know what that's like. The new place is dope, man. I love it. I love it here. It's great. I get to be near my kids. I got my own dig. Like, it's awesome here. It's fully furnished. It's fucking dope. Life has been very good to me in the last week. Like, very good to me, man. It's awesome. Like, everything worked out perfectly. It sucked going to jail for 60 days, but it's all paying off now. Things are looking up for the turtle. Where can I get a free Michael Proctor t-shirt? Yeah, it's good luck with that. Okay. Do I feel the feds have more information? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do they have their phones? That's one thing we learned from that is when I found out that they have Michael Proctor's text messages, I'm like, oh, wow. They have everything, man. If they have Michael Proctor's text messages, that means they have Brian Albert's text messages, Jennifer McCabe's. They have everything. And when they said they cannot in good conscience allow this to go to trial, it's just like more is going to come out. More is going to come out. Okay. Anyone else? Do the feds move in eventually? Of course they do. Dude, they're not going to let this one go. They're not just going to let this go. Anyone else before we call it a night? Okay. Seriously. Goodness gracious. Does your landlord know who you are? Yes. Yes, he was informed of that. He's more of like it's a house, so that did come up who I was. And it was like they told me I could move in the day before Thursday. And I'm just like, you might not hear from me. It's like, if things go wrong Thursday, you're going to be very confused about what the fuck happened to me. And you're probably going to have to find someone else to rent this place. But it all worked out great. Do I enjoy what I do? I love what I do. I love what I do. I love my job. How can I not? Look, this is so fun. It's a great time. I like teaching too, but I like this more. I like this more. Yeah, they have Michael Morrissey telling Brian Albert to destroy his work. Not Michael Morrissey himself, someone from the DA's office, they said. How about them Celtics? Oh, bro, it's going to work. I got to take him. And that's the other thing. I get to go to the Celtics game with my kids. We're going to the Blazers game. It's like the fifth. We're going to walk. It's going to be waxum. We're going to get great seats. It's going to be awesome. I love the Celtics. They're my favorite. I like them the most of the four. The most. Patriots are probably close second, but I love the Celtics. I love the Celtics. And they're going to win the championship this year. I'm telling you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The Sixers suck. I mean, come on. We're better than the Bucks. It has to happen this year. You never know who's going to come out of the West. If it's some team like Oklahoma City or Minnesota, they're not ready for prime time. The only team you got to worry about is the Nuggets. It's the only team I'm worried about coming out of the West. We're going to win the championship. Okay. My next court date is April 23rd, right? April 23rd is my next court date. And we get to focus on the witness intimidation stuff. Do the kids have their own rooms? Yes, they're very excited. It's great. It's great. The feds are looking into. We regularly speak with the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI. Tim has said this in open court. From the moment I was arrested on December 26th, that is when the FBI began speaking with us. And yeah, you're right. I am teaching in a way. That's a good point. Yeah, that's right. And the Bruins are great too. I love the Bruins. They're in first place too. But the Bruins set the fucking points record last year and then lost in the first round. So it's like hockey is just a crapshoot, I feel like, when you get to the playoffs. Whereas in basketball, the better team is more likely to win. Oh, believe me, she will not know where I'm living. Absolutely not. Absolutely. No one will be. If Jacoby is your quarterback, you are giving up on the season. That's what I think of that. But yeah, Porzingis doesn't have to stay healthy. I mean, he just has to stay healthy for some of the games. Nobody expected Porzingis to play 70 games. We expected him to be like, just keep him healthy enough and then let him play. And when he plays, we're unstoppable. We're going to be great. It worked out perfectly. Yeah, somehow that billboard's still up. We got a lot of value on that billboard. How wild is that? Oh, my pleasure. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, are you getting the puppy soon? Yeah, the puppy is coming soon. I'm getting it officially March 30th. Then we're good. All right. All right, guys. So anyway, I guess we'll call it a night. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I love you fine people out there. To the 9,884 people on Twitter and 2,770 people who are still on YouTube and 148 Rumble Rats. Love you people. Keep up the great work. Justice is coming. It's going to be another great week. We've got a lot of good weeks coming ahead of us. And keep the faith, baby. Just know that if the bad guys you're watching this, I'm sorry, your days are numbered. It's not going to work out the way you hope it will. Turtleboy's going to win. You're going to lose. You're all going to jail, and justice is coming. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.